Alright, here's the end result. I just showed you it's a pretty thick board, nice, about an inch thick. I'm gonna mount right here an anvil, so I need that thickness, and so it doesn't break. I didn't really have any problems with the drawers, as was mentioned by others. I just shook them. They have an insert here for non-slip. Some of the nice features are when they give you a light. One thing I noticed about the light is they ship it with a piece of cardboard in there, and so I thought my light was burned out, and then I quickly shut it off and found that there's cardboard in there. I didn't want to start on fire, so good thing I noticed that. Up on the top, they also have non-slip, and that's very nice. One difficulty I had was on the back of this. There's different screws than these. There's these flat ones right here, and if you don't do the right screw, then you can't do the shelves or the drawers correctly, because you don't have enough screws. And that's one of the things that I was when I was reading the instructions. There is a problem with the instructions, in my opinion. Right here, it doesn't tell you the screw type for this, and it ended up being I used the wrong screws for that. And it does tell you later on that what screws these are, but not on these first pictures. So if they would have either told me to assemble these drawers first, and then I would have known that all these screws would have been gone, and then I would have had to use those other screws for this. But the way it was is I used the wrong screws here and ended up taking all these screws out and putting the other ones back in. It ends up being this they're all the same size, so they all fit, but it was a flathead versus or a flat screw versus just a tiny head. So that made a difference on the back, because I ended up I mean, it could make the thing weaker if you use the wrong screws. So that was a problem. I like this metal rather than the typical wood. Overall, it's very nice. This one guy said the drawers are bad. I mean, I don't expect it to be, the cream of the crop for the price. It's definitely worth it. Didn't seem to have any problems with the bottom part. Oh, the one thing that I did find kind of weird was there's a sticker on the back side, but all the other stickers are on the front, telling you that this is the front, this is the front, this is the front. But then all of a sudden this sticker said that it's on the back, and that was the only kind of confusing thing of why not put all of them facing forward on the first couple, and then that one is in the back. But that was the only thing at the beginning. Another thing was, but mainly that screw thing. They need to fix that in here, and then they would have 100% instructions that were pretty decent. And all the stickers helped during construction, and the bags labeled. It would have been nice though to have some pieces, instead of having them numbers, to have them ABC, and then have the screws numbers, and then the pieces letters, because that was when you have all numbers, it kind of gets okay. What's this? Is this a screw? Is this the piece, or is this the screw? I mean, if they're all numbers, that's the only thing in the instructions. But overall, it was pretty easy to assemble. It just was, I just did the screws wrong on that one section. I mean, it's right here in the manual. These are these are the pieces, and then there's no screws labeled there. And that's when it confused me, and then it just went downhill, and then I had to come back and unscrew all that.